Hello, and welcome to another episode of The World from A to Zarah. Hello, friends, Romans, countrymen. Thanks for tuning in for another episode of The World from A to Zarah. So I got a lot to get to, so I'm gonna just buzz right through it. So I did a couple things this weekend. One, I went brokey shopping, which was the European thrift stores, and I came out with a lot of really cool stuff. We went to a barn that literally just had stuff piled on top of stuff. I'll post some pictures of it so you can see because it was insane in the membrane. A couple things that I got these boots. I know you're super jelly. I got some juggling balls. I know you're super... Okay, and then I got this backpack. It's like not even used. And here's a bonus, which you'll see in my vlog as well. My adventure came with a Swiss Army knife. These things are like, 25, 30 francs or something like that. I also kind of snazzed up, decorated my apartment. You can see a little bit in the background there, and there's also some over there. I'm gonna post a video later this week about that, asking you for any DIY ideas that you guys may have that I can bring to my apartment here in Europe, because I need ideas. This weekend, I was also practically Bear Grylls. That's right, my friends, Bear Grylls in the bear. Nude, there was no nudity, there was no bears, there was nothing. One might think I have something for naked bears, but I really don't. But my coworkers, my friends, my dear friends, they definitely gave me the Bear Grylls treatment this weekend. My Bear Grylls experience started like this.
Now you find your own way home. Bye. Good luck. Eat it, Aint.
Guys, is this a joke? No. Okay. So, as you can see, I have been left behind. Right now I'm in the middle of the woods and away from all civilization, away from everything that I could call home, away from, people, everything. So I have to find my own way because there's nothing here that represents anything of home. That wasn't a car in the background. That definitely wasn't a car. That was wild boar. It was a wild boar, and I have to run now, so... Alright. So I've been walking along for a while now, and I've stumbled across this here, which means that this place has been inhabited by human species. I gathered that from that structure along with the walking and driving paths. That also gave me a hint that it's been inhabited by humans. Here I've found a fungus, indigenous to the area as well as the arachnid which just crawled across there. So, here's the indigenous fungus. Oh, that's slimy. That is disgusting. So I went to a flea market this weekend, and we went to this flea market which was in a barn, and just like stuff everywhere. It was an amazing place. So I bought this backpack. This one right here. Now, I got this backpack for maybe $2 tops. However, I didn't open all the pockets, which I should have, because I just discovered two things. One, there are matches in here, which, that's great. Matches. But the second thing that I discovered in this pocket is this Swiss Army knife. And it looks brand spanking new. Whoever was selling this backpack, they knew that I was going to go on an adventure and I was going to need a Swiss Army knife. This is the best surprise. Hashtag TWFATZ nature adventure. I found some tracks of some of the indigenous species around here. This is what I found. Looks to me like it might be a rabbit or a fox perhaps, or maybe a ring-tailed lemur. It could be a number of different species. Or it could be a horse, which is a bit more likely. So it's, I'm gonna go with a horse. It was a horse. So to be completely honest, This is a bit of an adventure because I have been walking along the trails. So, I mean, you can stick to the trails. However, I have no clue where this trail comes out, where it leads to. So I really do have to find my own way home. So while I do have trails and everything, I really do have to find. Oh, this is magical. It's magical. There are leaves falling everywhere. Anyway, as I was saying, so I really do have to find my own way home. So it is still an adventure. Hashtag TWFATZ nature adventure.
So I found what appears to be a feather, and it could be indigenous to any particular species around the area. Could be a bald eagle, could be a cockatoo, could be a flying alligator. I'm not really sure what it could be.
Or it could probably be a typical bird around here. I don't know what those are, but it's probably what it is. We'll go with that. So I found something which is not necessarily typical in nature, in the forest, and it's this little puppy here. Granted, I'm really not that far from the road. The road's right there. However, still, conserve the forest, people.
So I have a motto, and that motto is that the rocks are like the scat of the earth. So I think that rocks tell, just like scat from an animal, rocks tell us a lot about the people in this area. We have a lot of very smooth rocks. They're very smooth. We also have a lot of multicolored rocks. You know what that says to me? Hey, it tells me that there's a lot of diversity here in Germany. A whole lot of it. And you know what else it tells me? The smoothness of the rocks tells me that we live in a very smooth area. The Germans are very smooth here. So they embrace diversity, but we also have some pointy rocks here. We have some very strict individuals here. I mean, it is Germany, you know. They tend to talk very angrily sometimes. No offense to the general German public.
I just want you to experience how ridiculously peaceful this place is. So I'm just going to, for a minute, I'm going to shut up and just let you Okay, quite an inconvenient time for an airplane to fly over. Take 2. Tranquility, my friends.
Pine cones.
Just kidding, I'm not actually going to eat it. That's gross. I have not said a thought.
You know what I always say. You find a river source, a water source, and you follow that and you will find civilization. Here I've found a pathway in which water source used to be. So it's probably dried up because civilization dried it up. So I'm going to say there's probably civilization that way.
In this case, it doesn't help us whatsoever because this is the opposite direction in which we need to go. However, it looks cool, so I'm going to go down it. I found the road again. On the road again, I am walking on the road again. And there's cars, so kind of terrifying now. But yeah, I'm on the road. I have about 5 kilometers to go, so I figured with the sun starting to go down, it would probably be a better idea if I started actually walking towards my destination. So that's what I'm doing now. Hashtag TWFATZ nature adventure. So it is approximately 30 seconds since I last checked in with you, but I got a little distracted because this happened. Just look at this. Just look at it. It looks spooky and creepy. So I have to go down it. Yes, I do, because it's spooky. Oh gosh, it's so spooky. So I just came to a clearing and holy cow, just take a gander at how gorgeous this is. I mean, sweet Mary, mother of Joseph. This is gorgeous out here. So I'm getting closer and it's getting darker, but as you can see, there's the sign that says abusing in. Looks backwards to you, but get over it. So it's getting kind of dark. It's getting a little dark because you can see how grainy it is. So, oh my gosh, there's a cat. There's a cat. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm just finding creatures along the way.
Oh my gosh, your name is now Wilberforce. 'Cause it is. So I think I saw Squatch. I'm pretty sure I saw Squatch. It may not have been a Squatch. A very nice gentleman was driving by and he stopped and asked me if I needed a ride. Well, he said it in German, so I'm assuming that he said, "Do you need a ride?" Either that or he was propositioning me. And now I have officially made it back to Busingen. So it's very dark, but I made it back. So I have officially made it back to my apartment here in Busingen. I started walking towards the town about 5:20 and then got back around 6:15. But then you also have to factor in time to film, stop and film, and also to pet a cat for like 5 minutes. But there was a delightful surprise waiting for me when I got here. I picked up some pine cones and some moss and pine needles for actually the woman who you saw say find your own way home, Nancy. She's great. When I got back and dropped off the supplies, she offered to take me in for dinner because apparently some people were coming over for dinner. So I had tacos and tortillas and it was really good. And I had cheesecake for dessert. It was like the best thing ever. So, thank you for watching another episode of The World from A to Zarah. This episode, hashtag TWFATZ Nature Adventure. I think that's what it is. I don't know, I've changed it like 10 times within today. I don't know, get over it. Bye!